Hey y'all, it's Ashley sharing another layout for Butterffly Reflections Ink. So I started off with a white background and some random strips of paper from the Rise and Shine collection, as well as the Dear Lizzie um, Fine and Dandy collection. And I pulled this wood grain paper from, I believe that's from the Rise and Shine collection. That's going to be underneath my photo. And I'm just kind of lining up these strips of paper, just like they're various sizes, and I'll cut some of them down, of course, to make them thinner, and then some I'll cut shorter. But I'm not doing this in any particular order or anything. I'm just sticking those down, and you'll see that I skipped the process along a little bit. And I'm using my ATG gun to go ahead and lay these down. And then I will get to working on the rest of the layout here in a second. I love the Fine and Dandy collections, and I also love the Rise and Shine collection. They're different, but they complemented each other well, so I wanted to use both of those collections in this layout. And I thought about using this tissue paper behind my photo, but I actually, and I was just going to kind of roughly place it, use my tiny attacher and then place it behind the photo. I liked the way that looked. I didn't like that the tissue paper had almost like a gray tone to it. So I decided to pull the white crepe paper that I had and fold that up just like randomly, and then use two of those pieces to line up behind my photo. So I liked that much better. I think it gave it a little bit more of an airy look, and that's what I was going for. So I think I obviously wanted it thicker, so I added more and then used my tiny attacher to staple those down. And then now I'm just using the wood grain paper to place down on that, and then obviously the photo. So at this point, I'm really liking the way that's looking, and I know that I want this to be a very like embellishment heavy layout, and so I'm just kind of, at this point, I'm just deciding where I want to go from here. And I'm not sure why I'm cutting that strip. Oh, I don't actually use it. I think I thought I might want to add a little bit more paper, but I didn't. This is an Avery Elle die. It's the Happy die, and I wanted to use that on this layout. So I took this Rise and Shine paper. It was just like a little, like a gradient pink toned paper, and I actually liked the way that it turned out, but it didn't go with the layout. Well, it went with the layout just fine. It didn't show up very well at all. As you can see, I place it down there and it's not popping, and I really wanted it to pop. So I will look through my papers here in a second to try to find something that will go with that. So now I'm just looking through the Fine and Dandy ephemera pack and just adding little bits and pieces here and there, and I'll do that for several minutes, not on this video, but in real life I was doing that for several minutes. And so I will use bunches of pieces from that, and then I'll use some of the Rise and Shine embellishments as well. I tried the happy piece again, and I liked the the way it cut so intricately, but I didn't like the color, so I found more of a hot pink, and I'm going to go with that. It does show up a lot better on the layout versus that more of a blush tone that I was trying to go for. And I feel like this is the first time I've been like caught up with talking. Normally I'm behind and I'm trying to walk you guys through things, and I'm way behind on talking, but this time I'm feeling like there isn't much to say because it's kind of self-explanatory. But like I said, I'm using quite a bit of embellishments on this layout, and I do think this layout took me a little while. I think, oh, if I can remember, it probably took me, I know, and I think on average, like I normally like to do layouts like in a 30-minute time span. I think this took me longer than that for sure. And plus I took out my typewriter and like plugged it in and tried to do some typing for the journaling for this page, which I hardly ever do journaling, but now that I have a baby, I kind of want to make it more of a point to journal about her. So what's good about the little random pieces you get in ephemera packs, like if you're not sure how to use them, embellishment or layouts like that are like this that are embellishment heavy are really good for those types of pieces because you can just kind of place them and layer them behind. Like in this case, I layered like the little fruit pieces behind the papers and some of them in front of them, but I really didn't have like any rhyme or reason to using those. I just thought that they were cute and I just placed them on the page. This is the Rise and Shine. Those were Rise and Shine epoxy stickers, and then this is the Fine and Dandy 12 by 6 sticker sheet. Now I'm looking back through the Rise and Shine pieces, and then here's the wood veneer or the wood tags from the Rise and Shine collection, and I'm going to place that there. Well, I think I thought I maybe didn't want it there, and then I thought, oh, it's a little stuck, so I ended up leaving it there anyway. This is the Rise and Shine washi strip like pack, and I took 2 pieces off of there and placed them so that the strips of paper / washi tape would go from the top to the bottom, and there wasn't much of a gap there. Okay, so here's where I'm thinking I'm going to add a title, and I actually do not end up using this title. I think whenever my thought was I wanted this layout to be like I wanted it to go all out. I wanted there to be a ton of stuff on it. And then I kind of thought, well, I felt that these letters were taking away from the rest of the layout. Like there was so much going on already that, and like from here it looks fine, but when I was working on it, I really didn't care for the title there. I think there was just too much, and I wanted it to have a better flow, and so I decided to just use her initials. And so anyway, I just used a piece of wood veneer. It's like a pink wood veneer piece, and I used some alphas that were like they're like rubber stamps. I think I got those from either Target or Hobby Lobby, one of those places. And they're kind of a typewriter font, and I just put her initials on there, and I'm going to add that onto the layout instead. These are little gold glitter pieces from the Wonder collection, and now I'm looking at the why is my mind going blank? The enamel dots from the Wonder collection as well. And then I know that I wanted to add a little heart, so I'm using pigment ink, by the way, and I'm just using like an Abrielle ink, and I added 2 little hearts onto that wood veneer piece. And then I think I'm going to finish up there. Yeah, there you go. That's the finished layout, and here's a close-up here, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day.